Welcome. We are one. We are Rabid. We are going to smash that like button.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome. It is Sunday. We're all rocking. Let's see what we have. Scrolling up. Let's see who is all here. Hopefully, we don't have as many latency issues or anything with the stream like yesterday. I actually shut my miners and stuff off today because I remembered in time. So let's see what's happening. So far, we got Mr. Red Putt, the Pirate, Sherlocks, Zoga Mend, Budweiser is busy right now. He has to work yet again. I don't know if I timed that right or not, but let's check it out. We got Mining of the North. What's going on? Hugo Dow, what's happening? Jock McMiner, UK. Chris Roberts. Gordon Murphy, what's happening? Chris Roberts again. Scrolling through. You guys are talking away. That's good. That's good to see. Ogre MGTOW, what is going on? Keep on scrolling. Wealth Talks, what's happening? I Show Slow, what's going on? Scrolling through. Next Gen Growing, what's happening? Next Gen. Pie, what's going on, Pie? Chris Roberts. Oh, it just jumped on me. 3 Fox Co. What's happening? And then what do we got? I think I said it was Sad Akar. So what's happening? Today is, I guess, our AMA. We're going to be going through that. I saw some of you guys mention in the chat, but check this. Boom. I almost said Flux for a sec. We got Caspa pumping, going up. Now, I don't know what's going on with Caspa right now or why the pump's happening. This morning, I can't remember where it was, Twitter or something. I saw someone mention the block rewards just dropped again. Does anyone know? Is that the thing? I tried Googling it just before the live stream during the countdown, and all that was popping up is, you know, the last drop, the last block reward drop, which was like in September or something at the end of last year. So did that happen again today or something? I'm not sure. I don't even remember what the block reward was yesterday to even know what it is. I haven't really been following Caspa too much, but regardless, it's seen a nice pump. Fast forward to Flux currently, it's seen a nice dip. Now it's not where I'm at. Remember when it pumped there last week? I guess we'll go 1 month ago. Was it this one? When was this? January 28th. Yeah, that was the one. So remember when it pumped up right here? I actually sold just slightly under it. It was about $1.28 Canadian. Right now we're at $1.19. It's coming down. It's not at my limit. I want to buy back in probably when it drops below the $1 Canadian mark. So I'm hoping that's my magic number there so that I could get more flux. So I sold at about this point here. So I guess $1.03 USD. Somewhere in that, and now we can see here. So in theory, I could get more coins by going back in right now, but it's seen a bunch of red and it seems to not be stopping. So I'm just going to wait it out. Like I said, my magic number is somewhere below $1 Canadian. So 95, 98, I don't know, maybe right at $1. We'll see, because you can never time the bottom, but judging by things here, the bottom though on these dips are getting higher. So, but this is actually lower than that. So maybe we'll have, you know, some support in these types of areas. Right here would be perfect. If we can get down to about this level, that's probably a nice buy back in spot. And then I'll move from there. So far it's looking in my favor. But again, if I don't buy back in time, I'm just going to lose out there. So we'll see what happens. Castle block reward is showing 277.1. Yeah, that's what showed up for me in Google. Like, is they here? Oh, this one. Why is Google showing up? Oh no, I hit the wrong button. I butchered this up. We're starting to stream all over. Enough. We failed. Start over. This is showing me 261. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the actual block reward was yesterday or today. Regardless, yeah, that was a fail. That was an epic fail here. You know what? Let's just restart. Starting over. So yeah. Anyway, we're gonna be doing a Q&A today. So you guys ask some questions and we will go through that. Be sure to at me, super chat me, whatever, at me, and so that I can read it. Then Lambo time. Castle blocker, what we got here? Something like a pump and dump. Then Lambo time. Hey, you never know. That'd be great. What's up? Hey, what's going on? Not too much there, sad there. Scrolling. Any ads here? No one has questions? No one wants to know anything? Well, that was easy. Thanks for coming out, guys. I'm just kidding. What things can we roll through here though? Hey, one thing though. So yeah, I released Dynix in Windows, how to mine. People were unsure how to do that. I noticed you guys were talking about the power fluctuations. Now, yes, power seems to be going up. Power seems to be going down. I want to see where's my Hive OS right now? Do I have it here? No, I don't. I'm just going to bring this up. Come into here, 167. Yeah, I don't know. I put in a second 3060 on my test bench, and it doesn't want to get above 79. It starts off at 103. I'm using more efficient settings in this case, but it's going up and down. But my total power at the wall, for an example, right now, it is telling me 118 watts. So I'm sitting around the high. This is where it sits. Now my system is 22 watts. And for my settings here, I believe, I can't remember what I'm using actually, but it's more of the efficient side, unlike the other ones that I was using when I did my test to see how accurate hashrate.no was. But we're sitting at about, okay, now it's down to 112. So like I said, so it hangs out around the 115 watt most of the time. And then sometimes it drops down to 80, actually 70 watts total. So it drops down quite a bit, but it's usually hanging around that 115. So if I go 115, subtract that 22. So that's 93 watts for the two GPUs. And it's there about 95% of the time. Like I said, every time I look at it, that's where it hangs out at. And then it does drop like 40 or 50 watts at the wall. The complete thing just boom every once in a while. Now, I don't know what the whole case behind that is. Like, as we know, this is more CPU dependent. So I don't know if this is happening on the GPUs or if it has something to do with the CPU. Maybe it's using more CPU, and that's where we're seeing the ups and downs is through the CPU power, not really the GPU power. I don't really know, but let's just refresh. Okay, maybe, well, here it looks like Hive is dictating this, so I guess it would make sense if it was some GPU power because the power fluctuates here. But regardless, 9 watts down on that one. That's crazy. It's crazy. But my test bench probably just has a crappy CPU in it for the most part. But regardless, you know, it's doing not too bad. So I am doing a transfer test. So here is actually my account in Trade Ogre. And I am transferring. I sent 5 coins first just to see if it would work. And then it showed up here in pending. So it's at 39 confirmations right now. I saw that was working. So all right, so I'm going to send the additional 300 as well. So right now, that's about 305 coins at the current price of a little over 13 cents. That's about 39.58 or 39.60. I can't remember, USD. So not too bad for, you know, a week or so of mining at hardly any power costs. Now I'm debating what I want to do with it. Do I want to put it in Bitcoin for, you know, obviously Bitcoin from now, we could see some nice, you know, 6 to 8x gains. We can go to another coin where we have the potential for more, but what do we do? It's going to be interesting. It depends, you know, what you truly believe in, hodl into that. That is worth about, you know, a little over 14,000 Raptorium. Maybe I could do that. Maybe I'll just cash it out and use that for my next power bill. I don't know. So I'm still throwing it. CKB. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. That's a good one too, actually. CKB. I really got to do some research on what that coin is all about. But let's actually have a look at some CKB. Bam. CKB. What do you, oh, yeah. Okay. So it might be a good time to actually put that in CKB. The price is down quite a bit. But I think the market is actually coming down in general right now, isn't it? I believe the whole market's on the red zone right now. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'm looking at my phone right now. BTC is down 2%. It's a sea of red currently rocking out there. And then, yeah, CKB, who knows? I don't know. What is CKB? I can't even remember what they're trying to do. It was something pretty cool, though, actually. Let's just look. Nervous. Org, engage, enter. So what were they doing? Beyond and towards universal application, asset to asset, any blockchain. Choose your interface, choose your crypto, and stick with it. But still access the entire space. The frustration of multiple wallets, exchange, and seed phrases is no more with Nervous. So that's what I understand. Like, I don't get that. Like, I get what they're trying to say, but I don't understand how that works. Like, think about it for real. Like, I'm probably missing anything. Like I said, I'm not a coder. I'm not a blockchain person. I don't understand this. Now, the theory behind this is 100% sure. Like, choose your interface, choose your crypto, and stick with it. But still, access the entire space. The frustration of multiple wallets, exchanges, and seed phrases is no more with Nervous. So like, yeah, but that's just another blockchain. So now if you're an Ethereum guy, like, why would you go to this? Or if you're a Flux guy, why would you go to this? So what are they actually doing, like, with all this? Feel the power universal apps as you navigate every one of them through every chosen solution. Nervous brings the DApp ecosystem to you and your wallet. Layer 2 solutions for seamless scaling. Experience scalability and action with working powerful layer 2 scaling solutions. Watch a project scale straight away with the built-in power of these crafted solutions. Yeah, I'm not sure what they're actually trying to do, but regardless, at the end of the day, every time Bitcoin pumps, they seem to pump pretty good, and it follows the chart almost to a T. I believe they were focusing on bridges and such. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. One currency, but that's what I mean. Like, I know everyone's frustrated. Like, you mine this coin, you need a new wallet. You do that, you need a new wallet. You have that, you need a new wallet. This wallet doesn't support that coin, so you need this other separate wallet, and so on, blah blah. And a lot of people, it's a headache for a lot of people. And I don't know if they're trying, like you said, it's the bridging thing, which makes sense, but still, you're still dealing kind of with different wallets and stuff. How are they going to put this all together into one thing? I don't know. That's a lot of buzzwords. Do they have exactly? That's a working product. Like, it makes sense. I see what they're trying to say there, but it almost sounds like they're just catering to what everyone's saying. But how are you actually going to scale this? You're still going to need different wallets talking to each other and all sorts of things. And bridges confuse the heck out of so many different people. So I don't really know. It's interesting. But who knows? We'll see what happens. Maybe something will come out of it. Like I said, I don't know. That's just basic. Read the first 3 things there and see what they said. It's not really deep dive and nothing. Sounds like a street. Priority miner you have to use for Windows, no idea, malware, etc. Yeah. There's a lot of buzzwords. These are very good questions incoming Rabid. Nervous interview. Yeah, that would be a good idea actually, to interview them, because those miners, a lot of people like the miners, the little home miners. They got the little, I guess, the KD box versions of the CK mini miners. They got Bitmain just dropped that on them. So they have that big, huge K7 dropping, and they're profitable. But what's the network? What's it for? Why is it doing what it's doing? And that's a very interesting concept that I think we got to figure out, because no one really talks about CKB, and the odd people that mention it say the same thing. Well, no one really talks about it. So what's it doing? Like, it's interesting. We got to figure this out. NFTs are huge for CKB. Really? NFTs are big there? That's interesting. What are we talking about? RPM didn't invite you. Invite me to what? What are you talking about? There's an invitation for something? I don't know. I didn't get invited to nothing. It's not talked about a lot. Yeah, that's very true. So are we very, very early for CKB? That's the other thing. So it's just interesting. Bitmain invested obviously some money into making these monster miners. Goldshell's been making these. Some people have been saying, they've had these and they're fairly profitable, which makes sense. They are profitable miners for sure. Let's just jump into mining pool stats and have a look at some network hash rates right now. CKB. What do we got here? 80 petahash. So what was it? It was about this yesterday. So not much hash rate has gone up. It has gone up actually about 10 or something, I think is what we came to from when I said they're finally shipping their miners, but nothing since then. Price again, downward trend as of the market today. F2 pool, amp miners. The volume we can't we can't argue the volume. It has decent volume. Look at boy, I don't know what that is. $1.2 million alone there. Binance on the USD is 941. We got Binance here, 451,000. So there's a decent amount of volume across CKB. Can't argue that for sure. There's some liquidity there. 80.97 terahash. How's Cadena doing? Cadena I find it interesting. I don't know what. Oh crap, 234. It's going up. What was my numbers yesterday? I totally forgot. I think we're up on some hash rates here, guys. Let's jump into my spreadsheet. ASICs, CPUs, ASIC, there we are. Scrolling down, nervous, Cadena, KD box, Cadena right here. 200. What is that? Yeah. 204. 234. Oh, wow. Wow. We're up 30 petahash, I think, since like yesterday. Yesterday, at least for the week anyway, for sure. 30 petahash increase already. Look at this. 200, and this is in terahash. I'll just bring my converter over just so you guys can actually see the whole dealio here. So where's my converter? And terahash. So yeah, that's 204 petahash. And right now we can see the network is rocking 234. So Cadena is up 30 petahash since I initially made that video. And I don't remember what it was yesterday, but we've been looking at it because the KA3s have shipped. So 30 petahash worth of hash rate has picked up. What is, I got to see if my miner yields obviously went down. I won't know the effects of today's until tomorrow, but let's just go into other here. Oh, wow. Okay. So normally I'm at 1 point. Let's just go to payouts. We can see 2.91 every day here, 2.91. This one actually skipped the day at 2.8, and I can see now I'm down to 1.79 per 24 hours. The yields are dropping. They're dropping pretty quick now, and this is with a KD2 and a Rabid Pro, which is the KD Box Pro. So the yields are starting to drop across Cadena. Now, the interesting thing here is how will Cadena perform in the future? That is something we have no idea about yet. I feel it's been losing traction over gaining traction, but we're still in a bear market. So I don't know. Let's just look at Cadena here. If we go to the all. Now, like, look at this. Like, it was nothing. And then all of a sudden it just spiked. But ever since that spike, it never really recovered, which is something we also kind of noticed with Ravencoin, but Cadena looks like it's even worse. Now, maybe there's massive profit taken here, which makes a lot of sense as well. And maybe people will be, obviously buying back into this sometime in the future. But yeah, it's interesting. Now, obviously, Cadena is still in a very profitable coin to mine, especially if you have a KA3. But I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see if we're going to even see a pump again. Like Cadena it's a possibility that this may be one of those coins that does not see its all-time high again. That's a very likely scenario. We don't know, because when did this first get listed? It looks like 2020. So just before the bull run, it's seen its first bull run. So the second bull run here, especially with most of the coins that we're all talking about now, most of these coins have only seen this one single bull run. So we're going to have to wait to see how 2025 does, and then actually get a better determination here on which coins are going to prevail. Because I have a feeling Cadena may not see an all-time high again. Now, they're doing a lot of building and stuff across it. Don't get me wrong. Doesn't mean it won't, but it is seem to be losing some traction. KDA will definitely perform well in a bull run, but mining it is pointless. Yeah, unless you have obviously a KA3 or something. Like, I don't know, the smaller miners, as more and more. Remember, I don't even know how many miners really shipped yet. But it's just very early batches that are hitting the network, and we're already starting to notice the hash rate pick up. So like I said, by the end of the month, maybe in 2 months' time, we're going to see pretty high hash rate. There's potential for this hash rate across Cadena network to easily go probably around 5x within the next few months here. Cadena has recently received 50% of their market cap in grants for development in their ecosystem. That's interesting. Very, very interesting. So yeah, no, like I said, they do seem to be developing. That's huge for NFTs. It's a fast block time and so on. It's just that it's only seen one bull run. A lot of these coins have only seen one bull run. So we have to really be careful, because we don't know what will actually hit it. Most coins won't see their all-time highs. Most coins won't do a lot of things that we're hoping for, but we have to be really skeptical at this point. Okay, threes are getting online. This is just a start. Oh yeah, you're right. This is just a start for sure. It's very early. Like, I believe with the K7s and the KA3s. Now the KA3 has been pre-selling for what, 3-4 months now. and they've been delayed and so on. And the ones that are just shipped right now are the people who got like the first pre-order sales in from Bitmain alone. So I don't even know if any third parties have really gone out yet. Maybe some have, but it's very early in the shipping process. Not very many have gone out yet. I just want Raven to Moon so I can sell. I know a lot of people want Raven to Moon. That's Raven has a big backing. Oh, one thing. Let me see here. Where is it? Do I have it? Cryptocurrency news. This one. Look at this. Meme coin economy swells by 5.8 billion in less than a month, suggests demand for meme tokens is still high. Obviously, the demand is still high. Now, depending who you ask, you'll get different answers about this. I don't know much about Shiba Inu. It's just, pretty much, I guess, the forked version of Dogecoin. It's a POS side. It's whatever. You can't mine it, but it's another whatever. But we all know about Dogecoin a little bit, right? It was forked. Nothing was supposed to become of it. It was a joke to the whole crypto sphere to say, hey, you know what? We're going to fork this coin, yada, yada. This is how much of a joke it is. And all of a sudden it took off, right? So whatever. But one thing that I know a lot of people are talking bad about Dogecoin, and there's probably a million more people talking good about Dogecoin, because Dogecoin has gained a big following. I was one of those anti-Dogecoin people a long time ago. Oh, it's just a meme coin. Who cares? Whatever. Previous to the last bull run. But it got a big backing. And that's what coins need. It doesn't matter if they have to do anything or not. The point is, it has a huge army behind it now. A lot of people are in Dogecoin. So the value continues. Now, as more people talk about it, obviously, it gains momentum and things go up and down. But Dogecoin, whether you like it, believe it or not, is doing things, even though it's not doing anything. It does do things that a lot of coins don't even do at all. And that's why it's bringing value. Me, as you guys know, with Litecoin and other coins, and I'm a big believer of what brings value to a coin is usability. And it's not the usability that you maybe think of. Oh, you might be thinking, oh, well, you can mine and get AI. This is doing this, that's doing that, whatever. My opinion of usability is using it to buy stuff from Amazon, buy stuff from stores, using your crypto. That's my idea of using your crypto. And I believe that brings value to a coin. And you can buy stuff with Dogecoin. Marketplaces have added Dogecoin to be used for purchases, depending where it is in the world. But a lot of the main people now, like the main platforms that do like the conversions over through the websites and stuff to pay for things, they have added Dogecoin into there. So Dogecoin is used. Therefore, there is value in it. You could buy Dogecoin and use it to cover it. If you want to, go against the traditional system 100% and use Dogecoin, you can do that. So Dogecoin is doing more than a lot of cryptos is, even though, it may look at it, it's a joke meme coin. Well, it is a joke meme coin that you can use to buy stuff. So it's going to gain more value most likely in the future. And it does have a big backing behind of it. So that's just kind of what I think about that. It has a backing. There are so many people behind it. And use case, who cares if it's not doing this, it's not doing that. My personal preference of use case is using your coins to buy stuff. That was the whole start of crypto with Bitcoin in the first place, was being able to use your crypto to purchase goods, unlike the traditional system that we all are pretty much centralized and forced to use. Dogecoin, you can buy stuff with it. Bitcoin, you can buy stuff with it. A lot of the other coins you can't, and that's why they may not even be seeing value. Litecoin sees values up and down quite a bit, and a lot of people use it to move money around because of its very low fees to pull out of exchanges and stuff. That's another use case scenario. Using your crypto, in my mind, brings value. And to use your crypto, that means using it to pay for stuff. That's just me. That's what I feel. So I don't know. I think Dogecoin is going to do good. Like, I used to be anti-Dogecoin, but because of the backing, because you can actually buy stuff with it, I think it has huge potential now. Who cares if it's a meme coin? It's usability. It's a usable meme coin. So I like it. Did everyone exit at February 1st? Rabid, quick question. When do we subscribe to I don't know. I tried looking up the Mafia. I was like, how do you know how you start? I've been Googling things, going to it, signed into my Binance account and all this stuff. And where the heck do you even start it? So I need to figure out how to even set up shop so we can begin our Mafia. But for real, like, if it's fun, 100% guys, we're going to start the Rabid Mafia, and we're going to go NFT crazy. Now it does say it did say in somewhere on their website or something that it is free to play, or you can obviously buy the blueprints for the NFT guns and all this stuff, but it is free to play. And it sounds like it continue. Obviously it'll be a lot harder and difficult to do, but you don't have to invest, and it is play to earn. So it's a cool concept. So we'll figure it out one day soon, hopefully, like maybe later today. I don't know, but I have been looking around. Like before the stream, I spent a couple hours Googling stuff, looking at things. I was like, how do I start? Because I actually wanted to be like, guys, look, the Mafia is ready to go, but I'm not at that stage because I don't even know how the heck do you begin it. Maybe it's my browser, actually. I don't know. Maybe it's a browser game, and maybe the ad blocker was blocking it. So I didn't try a different browser, so that might have been a thing too. We'll see. Do we all think raffia is the right term? Suits me. Raffia. Oh, crazy. Online shop where I got my CPUs accepts also BTC. Online shop. Hey, where did you... Sapphire, what do you use? They accept BTC. What else do they accept? Anything else? Anybody mine on EKA pool? You're speaking Dynex talk, I'm assuming. That's the US pool. Yeah, that's where my rigs are currently pointed to. Let's just have a quick look at that. Let's jump on that. Go to that. Go back to this screen. Yeah, EAK pool. Worker stats. What do we got going on here? Oh, my test bench is offline right now. 16 minutes ago. I think my test bench blew it. What the heck? Engage. Okay, my test bench isn't even mining right now. Huh. It's using power though. It's using power. Now I got to figure out what's happening. Where is... Okay, we got to go into Hive OS. Engage. Unless I put in the wrong flight sheet. Let's check this. Or I'm just getting nothing but rejected shares. What flight sheet am I using? Yeah, I'm using the right one. Huh. Maybe my GPUs are blowing up. Whoa, geez, look at all that. No wonder. Rejected. It's blowing up. All right, I'm going to come into here. That's weird. As soon as I add it, I think I have my motherboard set at single times 16 slot only or something. So I'm just going to shut this rig off for now. Actually, yeah. Hold on. I'm going to shut this down. Once that shuts off, I'm going to remove that GPU right quick when it's done shutting down, and then I'll reboot it and see what happens. Caspa nodes don't give you Caspa. I don't know if it, what is this? Have you heard about Caspa nodes to get more Caspa? Oh yeah, like okay, how can I put this? Every single proof of work coin, actually any coin out there has a node. And the node is what runs the chains and everything. Now, when it comes to the proof of work side, everyone's mining to a node. So think of the pools. You got all the pools out there for Bitcoin. You got all the pools out there for Raptorium, regardless. All they are is a wallet ran within the node. And they get the different stratums depending where you live. And they're pointing towards those nodes. And you're connecting to those stratums they have. So all of us, in theory, very, very easy, basic way to kind of explain this is we're all mining to nodes through these. So a Caspa node, for example, like it's not like a smart node or a master node where you're getting incentives or proof of stake with Ethereum, where they're obviously validating it now through their nodes. It's a totally different system, but wallets and the chains and everything run off nodes. And with these ones, all the node is for is to hold the blockchain information. You can connect your wallets to it and so on, or you point miners to it and validate transactions with the node. So it's not a node that pays you out for having a node. It's just the node that stores the blockchain data that we're mining to. So, that's what the Caspa node is going on there. That's Ravencoin nodes and so on. So yeah, and you can run a node on any coin out there. Just realize what the difference between is. I know a lot of people, because we're talking about Nexa nodes are coming out soon, supposedly. I didn't know, but I just found out about that the other day. But yeah, I don't know. But regardless, a node is a node. It holds the blockchain. Again, I would not. We know all about you, Kazumi, with that. Yeah, you're not touching it with a 10-foot pole. What about Nexa nodes? I don't know much about the Nexa nodes. It does sound like Nexa wants to phase out GPU mining. Well, not phase it out completely, but pretty much drop the rewards dramatically, and most of it will end up going towards nodes. And so I guess it's technically moving to a more POS side and proof of gaming side. Again, I don't know the details. It's just someone just said this to me a while ago. I was like, well, I didn't know that because, you know, everyone was talking about how great it was. Proof of work, ready to roll, proof of gaming, awesome. But it sounds like they're going to be dropping over to it might be a while. Like, I don't know. But the GPU side is definitely going to be dropping down from like wherever it is now, 70 or 80% of the block rewards will be down to like 20 or something. And then the rest will be like POS through the nodes and then proof of gaming as well. But I don't really know how it's all working. But yeah. No, not Nexa, Neoxa. Yeah, I mean Neoxa, the gaming one, not Nexa. Yeah, damn it, why are they so close together? Not Nexa, I mean Neoxa. The gaming coin is doing that, not Nexa. I always get that. I always mean one, but I say the other one. They're why do they have to do that? Nexa, why'd you do that? You came out later, so I have to blame you for having a close name. Sorry. Those two always mess with the name. Yeah, I know. I always get them mixed up. I know which one I'm talking about, but when I say the name, I'll mess you right up because it's like two totally different things. Entity that includes Equihash. It's a red. Oh, is it Nexa? Neoxa. Yeah, Neoxa is the thing. What else are we gonna continue on? Those always mess. Yes. I'm looking at two different chats here that both say the same thing. One shows the ats to me, and the other one doesn't. Oh, 1 year, bro. 1 year to the next year. Thank you very much for being a member for 12 months. Rudpots. Awesomeness. So I was in the middle of something. I totally forgot what it was. What are we talking about here? So we're gonna check out, let's check out something random. Oh yeah, I wanted to. Is this offline now? Bam, offline. Yes, it's off. Okay, guys, give me 1 second. I'm gonna quickly unplug this GPU and then just put one back online and see what happens. Off. No, my screwdriver. Hold on, guys. I'm coming. I'm almost done. I swear. All right. Good to go. I ripped the power off. I ripped the riser off. I ripped the GPU out. Back online. It should load up soon. Right quick. You heard silver drop prices? Oh, now I got to try to figure out. Oh, I got to do this again now. Okay, hold on. I'm going to have to find my special. Actually, no, this should be all right. Edit this. That's all my crypto addresses. But I do have some commands in here. Let me see where they are. And vtool. This one, yes, this is the one I want. Right here. Copy. All right, close it up. Now I just gotta wait for this to come back in. Where's my test bench? Load up. Reconnect. Oh no, I messed up. Oh, I almost tried to W me again. It's this keyboard, I swear. All right. Is it loading? Yes, it's loading. Now I got to get the command in. Refresh. Run. So I use the set. I'm locking my core here with the NV tool at 1500. I'm setting my mem to 810 and the offset at 100. Run. Engage. And then within here, I have my adjustment already in the flight sheet. So we're going to see, hopefully this works, and it should run at about 103. And it uses like 50% less power than running it at the 111. So I'm only losing like, what is that? 8 hashes, and I'm dropping the power by 50% with this setting versus the hash rate.no settings. So I'm just going to wait for 104. All right. So we're just going to let that do its thing for a while and see if it remains stable with only one GPU, because I think I have to adjust some BIOS settings to run too, because I might just be set at times 16 still. Pray to the Lord it will work. I'm staking that coin's now best APY and I get free airdrops. What coin is that? Oh, BNB will pump on the next bull run. Will crush ETH. You think BNB is going to crush ETH? Well, maybe in percentages going up. That makes sense if you're looking in the percentages. Yeah, possibly. The only thing is I don't really like Binance. I feel that guy is kind of on the sketch side, and BNB is obviously... Well, BNB is his version of the FTT token. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But, you know, I'm not saying obviously Binance is still around. They didn't go bankrupt. And their worst is probably behind everybody at this point. So moving into the future, yeah, that coin could definitely see some increases. I don't trust any other exchanges. BNB is like BTC. Nothing is like BTC. Is it? No. What is BNB? Isn't that BNB the Binance token though? Isn't it? Or am I thinking of something else? Maybe I got them mixed up again. Kind of like the Nexa thing. NiceHash has 0 faults since 2017. Oh yeah, has anything? Yeah, that's right. That's a good point. Since they're a huge hack. 2017. Yeah, has anything really happened with them lately? It hasn't, has it? That's interesting. BNB is Binance. Yeah. So how? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's an exchange token. That's just how I look at it. Have you ever used a miner hosting service? I've looked at Compass Mining and have limited options for home mining. Oh, I haven't really looked into too many. Compass, they used to be good, but if you're not familiar, Compass had that major lawsuit thing go on, and I don't know if they ever recovered. They must still be around if you're asking about them, but I don't know. They had some major issues. I probably wouldn't be trusting Compass with what happened in the past. I don't know the full details on it. I don't know. All I know is it was a pretty big deal at the time. That was a few months ago now. I don't know. It depends where you live, I guess. I believe Hawk has what? Terra hosting. They're doing that in the States there. I'm not sure what the power price or anything is. And obviously, you know, especially for GPU miners, you're going to want to find something with, I guess, 6-cent power or cheaper. When it comes to ASICs, you know, you can get away with more, but in the end of the day, you want to find the cheapest possible power you could possibly find. And honestly, if I was going to go to a hosting service, I would probably look for something, if it's even possible, 6 cents or less, I think would be what I would look for if I wanted to host something somewhere. But I don't know. Also depends on what they charge. Nemesis is better hosting, 11 cents. Nemesis is 11 cents. See, that's what I pay. I pay 11 cents. So it would make no sense for me to host somewhere. Obviously, infrastructure, I guess it would make sense to do it that way. But I don't know. I don't know if there's extra fees. I've never done a hosting thing. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know the whole background on it. But yeah, UK guys, yeah, definitely makes sense. You know, even 11 cent and stuff, you know, it probably looks better than paying what you guys have at like 45 cents. That's insane. So hosting at that would definitely make a lot of sense. So would solar, actually. Solar would be a lot more worth it as well. Myself, like I said, you know, having 11 cent power USD, it's about 15.5 cent Canadian. I don't know if I'd even ROI a solar, especially with GPUs these days. So yeah, no, I don't know if solar would be like, what is it, $70,000-$80,000 if I wanted to get like a complete, like when I talk solar, I'm not talking about just offsetting it a little bit. I mean like full out. Like if I want to go solar, I am not going to still have a power bill with type of mentality. It's all in or nothing. I want a zero power bill or not an offset. I'm not going to pay two companies while I wait for solar to be paid off. So yeah. USA says fries, not in the winter. Hydroelectric, even at a small scale, is more effective. Well, yeah, hydroelectric, like BC, Western Canada there, which is the province beside me where Panda and stuff lives. They got hydropower. I believe Manitoba or Quebec, they got hydropower, but they're trying to crack down a little bit on mine, at least Bitcoin mining farms. Not really mining in general, I guess. But it's hard to say. We'll see. I plan on maybe moving. That's the other thing. That's the other thing I'm up in the air about right now is kind of want to move to BC. So it doesn't really make sense to spend all this money to upgrade all my lines and everything I have now and get in, like extra 200 amp panels and so on to just move in a year or two. So like I'm up in the air on what I want to do. On private property, you have the right to use hydro for power as long as it's not crazy large setup. Nuclear power in the backyard. Hey, I don't know if it's against the bylaw in my little town here. Can I just set up a little nuclear plant in the back? It'll be okay, I swear. Sub chat. Where is that? Is that depend where it is? Solar, if hooked to the grid, can't produce more than 80% of your previous year. Is that legit? I don't think that's how it works in Alberta, though. Are you from Alberta? I don't know, because I have been following this guy. He's down in Calgary. He's on Reddit, and he got solar. He's not a miner or nothing. He's just offsetting his house and stuff. But like he was using, I can't remember, $200 a month in power for the ever beforehand. Then he went and got the solar system put in, and he's actually getting paid $300. So he's offsetting everything plus getting paid $300 a month when he used to have a $200 bill. So that means he inputted a lot more than just 80%. He over tripled or quadrupled the amount of power his solar system has because he's getting paid $300 on top of his power consumption. So maybe it depends where you are. I know in Alberta, like I haven't read anywhere that you're only allowed an X amount. I asked the power companies, and one's actually a Bitcoin. They accept Bitcoin and stuff for solar here in Alberta. And I actually asked them what about it, how I can go about it and how much it would cost type of thing. And they gave me quotes and so on. But they said I have to update my panel and stuff. But they never mentioned anything about only being able to go amount. They said, how much power do you need? It'll cost about this much. We can do it type of thing. So I don't know. It's all probably depends where you're at. Just did it. Got authorized to only 14 kilowatts. Yeah, I don't know. Because I was asking for like 78 kilowatts or something. And there was like, yeah, sure, no problem. So I don't know. Oh, you're in Ontario. Okay, that's an Ontario thing. So I don't know, maybe, but in Alberta, maybe we can. Because I know, because they are trying to offset everything. Like even on the news, I believe, what is it? There's some place, some commercial building went up somewhere and they just threw in massive amount of solar panels and they're covering all their power. Plus they're feeding back into the grid on top of it. So again, if you are covering all your power plus feeding back to the grid, you're over that 80%, obviously. So it's probably just a province thing, because in Alberta, it seems like you can do that. And the power companies in Alberta will pay you per kilowatt hour what you would have been charged to your house. So that's why I say also go big or go home. So get extra that you can feed into. That way you can expand into it. And while you do, get paid for the excess power going out. But again, it sounds like it might be province related and where you live related type of thing. Where can we order Ipollo in Canada? I don't want to pay the customs. I don't know. Viper Tech might have it. I believe Viper Tech is Canadian. They're in Ontario. Or I don't know if it's Vancouver or Ontario where they're from. They are there. They're Canadian as far as I believe. I don't know if they have Ipollos, what all they sell, but that might be an option for sure. Other than that, everything's from China and stuff, so I don't know. Miner Bros is actually, it sounds like Miner Bros now. They reduced the cost of everything so that it's cheaper, but it sounds like you still end up with a little bit of import charges. Someone in Discord actually ordered something and they had $29 or something worth of an import charge, which I don't know. I don't know what he ordered, but they dropped the price way down to make the fees very low, but the shipping and everything is all part of the price. If you have them labeled your shipment as spare parts, you can bypass the import fees. Okay, there's something. So maybe, you can contact somebody and get in there. fees here, like $400 or something. Again, it, like I said, it depends where you order it from, how you get it, who it's through. Once you order it, maybe you can get a hold of, I guess, support and say, hey, can you declare it at like $5? I remember when I was doing some support stuff with Parallel Miner, you get that all the time. Someone asked this. Now, there's two things about it, and I learned a lot actually in the background there. So when they were selling 3090s, it was the peak of Ethereum. Everyone was ordering GPUs and stuff. Someone ordered like 5 3090s, and they're expensive. And he said, can you please only declare them for like $20 a piece? So I was like, okay. So I went and I emailed the boss to see if we could declare that low or not. And he said, it's not recommended. For one thing, when you're declaring values way under the price, if something happens to that, like say the plane explodes or crashes, you know, low percentage stuff. But if something does happen, you cannot claim the insurance on it because you just sent $20,000 worth of stuff, but claimed it for like $20. Obviously your insurance will not be covering that. So there's a few things you still got to kind of keep in the back of your mind of what if when dealing with these types of, I guess, background deals. You can say PSU spare parts of PC. Yeah, you know, like you said, you can talk to the shipping and stuff and get some too. I believe the same thing for the Jazz miners, the X16s. Some people have been pre-ordering them, so obviously I do have a link for Jingle Mining if you want to get any of those. But if you order and then you talk to support, it sounds like they have been dropping the shipping fees by quite a bit for people. If you get a hold of their support, they're able to do that. But again, like I said, I don't know. That's all background stuff. I don't know what's going on there. USA is in an energy crisis due to the enviro nuts pushing their agenda. The world, for that matter. Yeah, I know that's a big if. It's interesting to think about because we know the majority of the power, the main system that's in place uses way more power than what we're using. But they don't look at it that way. They look at it as how are they going to make the most amount of money? And that's where I feel that whole green situation is coming from, because now they got a new way to feed things into people's heads and make money off it. You know, the centralized world is bigger scammer than you would ever imagine. Rabid, when the market is down, better to buy the coins so people start mining both ways. You get the coins and you lure miners who will be paid to mine the coins and give hash rate. That's very true. Yeah, well, that's the big thing right now. That is a huge thing right now because we're in that bear market. Crypto is obviously down. The price of hardware is obviously way down. So what do you do? Now, I do plan on working on a video on this very topic, and it's interesting. I have two different things in my head, and they both make a lot of sense. One, and like, I don't know how to really explain it to you. Like, one, obviously, if you buy the coin right now over the miner, obviously you're probably going to end up with a lot more through the future in the pumps if that coin pumps. Now, obviously, if you buy the miner, you can also mine the coin. You probably end up with less, but then you have the chance of selling that miner. But that all comes down to why do you mine? Personally, like myself, why do I mine crypto? Like I showed you guys, my personal reason for crypto and everything is, like I said, why Dogecoin is probably going to see more price gains, usability, buying stuff with it. So me mining crypto, it offsets everything. It's like you're making your own money printer. I use my mine coins all the time to cover mortgages, to cover groceries, and everything like that. So it's a different scenario. If I can't really afford to just buy a bunch of coins, sit on it and wait. When I buy miners and things like that, I look at it as an investment on making more money each day, not as I'm going to become a millionaire. I'm not looking at the millionaire thing in the future. That's not me. I'm looking at being able to not pay into what's going on with how we're supposed to do things and doing things my way. And that gives me the ability to make more videos. That gives me the ability to be at home more with my family and not fit into that world. So that's me on mining. I use my crypto. I do it. I am not in it to get rich. I'm in it to make life more relaxing and throughout the day. You know, kind of understand what I'm trying to say? So it's interesting. Yeah, I'm investing in sustainability and the ability to be more relaxed, I guess. I know crypto's a headache. You pull your hair out, prices up, prices down. But if you understand what's going on with everything, you know, you might not stress you out as much. I expect a big bull run in 2025. I also expect 2026 to hit the bottom again. So I know this, like, I don't know 100%, but most likely that's how it's going to go. Prepare for it, be ready for it, and run with these cycles, not just go into the crypto thing. This is me though. Don't go into crypto expecting to become a billionaire and driving Lamborghinis, because that's not how I'm doing it. If that was what I want to do, then I would be a trader. I would be buying everything, selling everything, buying the coin right now and just waiting. But the thing is, I can't afford to do that. And I want the sustainability of every day and gaining more. And as I stack up more miners, I am getting a little more every day. So that's how I do it. So I find it interesting. And it all comes down to your reasons for mining crypto in the first place. Does that make sense, actually, to some of you guys? Or am I just way out to lunch here? I don't. Facts can be discussed, not really debated. That's very true. Proof of work is clearly on life support right now. Yes, for sure. Well, it depends on the proof of work thing and depends where you are, the regulations, because obviously, and the reason why I just said why I'm doing it is the reason why there's so many more regulations trying to come out, why they're trying to stop it, because it goes against what they're doing. So yeah, you just kind of see what's going on here. But you know what? I feel, me as a miner, I am doing what crypto was meant for in the first place, is to bypass that whole thing and to use it. That's the whole reason, the whole concept of decentralized currency, Bitcoin. That's what crypto's for. And everyone keeps trying to be the next best thing. And I feel all the proof of stake coins and all this and that, they're losing track of what they're trying to do. And they're just trying to get everyone to their coin because they're saying theirs the best. My personal opinion, the best coin is the one that you can use the easiest to purchase things. That's my personal opinion about crypto. You buy for like, that's crazy. So that's just me. That's you want to know my 2 cents of the whole crypto spirit? That's all I care about. How much I get per day per miner. I don't care what the coin's doing. That's how I look at crypto. Usability. And Dogecoin, it's doing better than 99% of the other coins out there. I don't care what they're trying to build. Those coins aren't listed to be able to buy stuff with it. Purchasing power is what I feel crypto was originally meant to be, and what it's going to, and what keeps the value of a coin up. Litecoin. Yes, Litecoin. Great one. That's an awesome one for that very, very scenario. It's used all the time. It's accepted in so many places. Dogecoin, Bitcoin is everywhere being accepted more and more. Through that. Obviously, it's not accepted everywhere, but yeah, these are the coins that I feel have the best value because you can use them for purchasing power. Rabid means LTC to fund Hive OS. Well, yeah, I do use LTC to fund Hive OS. That's one of the coins I use for Hive OS funding for sure. That was awareness and always will be. ETH moving to POS was a worse decision. Yeah, ETH moving to POS, that was bad. As our miners, obviously it took a lot of money away. As them, they always wanted to move to POS. Keep that in mind. Like, we can't say, change your whole game plan. That's like, I don't even know. I don't know how to compare it to something, but you know, they always wanted to eventually move to POS and they finally got it done. So, you know, in theory, you know, good on them for finally doing it. They have a lot more issues to deal with now than they needed to worry about previously, and they didn't really take into account. I believe Tim Bako actually said that exact same thing. A lot of uncertainties came about from the move to POS that we weren't really ready for. And I think that's what they're dealing with, is the censorship, the centralization and stuff. Even though they're not coming out and saying, you know, these are major issues on their network, they're slowly hinting towards those are major issues that they didn't really account for, even though they probably knew it was going to happen. So it'll be interesting. What do you got here? In my honest opinion, I think a huge difference between crypto coins and tokens. Usually in blockchain tech, there will be a winner. Eventually, yeah, there will be a winner. It might not even be in our lifetime, but eventually something will prevail, and it'll be interesting to see what it was and how it is and how everything comes out. But yeah, sure. If F pumps, only ERC 20 pumps in his crappy pump. Craziness. You don't trust. I don't trust BP. They lie a lot. Boston Pizza, yeah, I don't know. I don't like Boston Pizza either. I was kidding, Tech Man. What's going on? Hey, it's Sunday. You're taking the day off. Aren't you supposed to be at the casino? Or are you playing with Nice Hash today? You're doing some simple mining, aren't you? Proof of work has to be super fast and secure. Low power use will be a must. Not gonna lie, Casa is nuts fast when I transferred some, but we'll see how the speed goes with increased use. Yeah, very sure. It comes down to once more and more people start using something, how does that work? It's just like when you get a brand new computer, you freshly install Windows. Eventually, it slowly slows down over time. And then that's one of the main reasons I actually do reinstall Windows once a month on my PC. And then it maintains the speed. But have you ever done that? Have you used your PC for like 2 years at a time? And, it's like, oh, it feels so slow. I got to update something. But have you ever tried just reinstalling Windows from scratch? It's like a brand new PC again. So that's what I do. I keep it running. I haven't actually done it for a long time, and I'm due for it. It's just that I have to download and install so many things now with all my streaming and everything going on. And I've really been putting it off. But I do have to do a quick fresh reinstall here soon. Pay attention to BTC and BNB more than that. Oh, for sure. I don't really pay attention to that too much. It's mostly Bitcoin. I guess I'll keep an eyeball on BNB, see what it's doing. Actually, it has seen some. I'm going to look at my phone right now. I'm going to see BNB. What are you doing right now? You are doing 436. Engage 90 days. Oh, it's not bad. 1 year. 30 days up 24%. It's actually not down that much in the past 1 year or something. It's only down like 17% from a year ago. That's pretty good. RabidMining, have a file server separate from Windows install. Have a file. Yeah, that'd be actually, that's a good point. Have everything in a server, all your spec. Well, I run like in my PC here. Well, I guess I can just open it up and it's over here. Give you a quick idea. So like, I messed up when I last installed it. So this is actually, these are the same drive, but I accidentally formatted this one. So this is my old Windows install. But all I do is I have everything on a different drive. So all my programs, everything is here. So usually when I reinstall Windows, I just reformat, obviously, and then I reinstall Windows. And all I got to do is put in my drivers and stuff, and I'm good. All my programs and everything are still here, and I don't have to worry about them because they're all installed elsewhere. Same with my games, all that. All I do is run Windows in C drive, and that's it, nothing else. That way it's really fast, and everything is still pretty much there. But I got the odd thing that still gets installed into the main drive in there, but it does help speed up that reinstall process quite a bit. Yes. Better check on my rig here. Is it still like working? Oh, now it dropped down too. What is going on? That's interesting. Huh. That, even with one card. Wow. All right, so I'm going to do some investigations later. There's something interesting going on with that now, that it's dropping the hashes. I don't know what's going on. That's interesting. That thing was rock solid, and I threw in that second GPU. Do I have something hooked up still, maybe? Yeah, I don't know. There's something weird going on with that. It's dropped its hash rate. Huh. I have to do some investigations here. Actually, you know what? Let's see. Is it getting rejected? No, it's getting accepted now. The hash rate. It should be at 103. With these settings, it should be 103 hashes right now, and I'm only at 79. Something suspicious is going on in the world of Dynex. Go through another. I don't know. I might have to run over my 3060s with a tank. You guys remember that with that MSI 3060 Ti? I wanted to run it over the tank. Throttling. So yeah, I don't know. Did NVIDIA all of a sudden throw on LHR again? It's LHR'd. Oh my gosh. Somehow it got decracked. No, this is my test bench. This was my test bench. I got 3090 in my workstation for streaming and stuff. But while I'm streaming though, that's what you're referring to. I'm using everything. Yeah. Full out for stream, but this is my test bench beside me. And something iffy is going on with it. I'm gonna have to investigate later. I'm not sure what driver this thing's on. 510 8502. Are you referring to my workstation or this? I'm on 510 on this one, but the point is, this is what I made my original videos on. The whole last week, this thing was rock solid at 111 hashes, and it was solid at 103 hashes when I used my efficient settings. Now I put in that second GPU, and then they both were going at 79 here. And now when I pulled that GPU out, the single one is still at 79. Yeah, I don't know. Very suspicious stuff going on. You make want to play something. What did Red Putt say? Think you want to play when you get? Oh, when are you gonna play Tank? I don't know. I haven't played. That's a good one. Maybe I'll go live on the gaming channel later. We'll play some other games. Play World of Tanks or something. It's been a while since I played that. That was fun. That was awesome. Yeah, we might do a live stream on the gaming channel later. We'll see. I gotta come up with some video and stuff still for this, but I gotta play some World of Tanks. It's been a bit. That game's fun. Is that what you're referring to, Red Putts? World of Tanks? Yeah, I never could get into Minecraft either. Minecraft is, I don't know. Minecraft. It says enough. Yeah, World of Tanks. Yeah, we might check out World of Tanks. We were on the way to getting something too, and I can't remember what it was. Sea of Thieves. Oh, awesome. Gamers Nexus did a video on what? What did Gamer Nexus do a video on? World of Tanks? Gravedigger seems fun. What's Gravedigger? Is that like the monster truck Gravedigger or something else? Discord sucking all your GPU power. Oh no, that's in HiveOS. But do I have Discord on? Yeah, I do. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Discord has been sucking everyone's GPU powers out lately. But no, my test bench though is all whatever. I'm gonna close Discord though, just because. Was the first gaming live stream I seen from you? Was it? Okay. Yeah, that was fun. I don't even remember how to play it now, but I'm sure we could figure it out. A 2D fun game with nice story. Right on. That's cool. So do we have any questions? We're just talking about like games and stuff now. We're not even talking about anything to do with mining. Oh, I gotta check on my deposits. We are at, oh my gosh, not even halfway. Okay, it takes forever. This is gonna be like 7 hours to get confirmations on Dynex to the exchange. Maybe that'll be tomorrow's video. How to sell Dynex on Trade Ogre. Because seeing how I'm waiting for the confirmations. What do you think about Ergo long term? It has never been the same after people saw how they handle it. Yeah, I don't know. Well, depends how you look at Ergo. Like, there are a lot of people that are still really, I guess, bullish on Ergo. There's still probably even more people that aren't. Now, remember, we're all miners, guys. We got to think about this logically. And I know a lot of miners are trying to pump coins as much as they possibly can because, it's pretty much you need something to be profitable. And there's a huge push right now for Flux. Don't get me wrong. Flux is doing a lot of things that coins are not doing as well with building the whole ecosystem. Going to be able to go up against hosting nodes and hosting servers and out throughout the world and stuff. But it's all miners that are pretty much doing the pump here. So what really matters is the investors, not the miners. Unless every miner goes out there and starts pumping in a bunch of money into the coin and buying it, it's not going to help the price out too much. It's the investors that really matter when it comes to coin prices. So as miners, you know, we're all saying Ergo this, that, Caspa that, but it's going to come down to where the investor is going to put their money. And that's going to be the interesting thing moving into the next bull run. But going back into Ergo here, let's just kind of jump into, what's Caspa doing now anyway? Oh, that's Cadena. I was like, what? Caspa's dipping now like crazy, but no, that's Cadena. Caspa. Oh yeah, Caspa's still mooning. It's still going up. It's like it's rocket. Boom. Wow. Yeah, so Caspa's going up. You know, I should probably, how much do I have? I don't have much Caspa at all, but I might sell right now and, you know, buy a dip or something. Times. Oh, not bad. Not bad. Yeah, I'm wondering. I wonder if I should sell and buy a dip. Because, like, the whole market is going down right now, but Caspa's going up. It can only go up so far, and then it's going to drop again. Am I right or am I wrong? I don't know. I'm not a trader. Traders out there, is this going to dip here soon? Should we start cashing out before it's too late? Because right now is the time. It's going on a slant. This is when you want to buy, when the volume's there. But who knows? Or I guess when you want to pull out. RabidMining question. Now, Dynex is profitable on GPU, but only NVIDIA. What percentage of GPUs do we all have? NVIDIA versus AMD. Mine is 80-20 in favor of AMD. Opportunity if mass migration from the NVIDIA gain. That's a good question. I don't know. Most of mine are all NVIDIA GPUs. I know a lot of people's, most of theirs are NVIDIA. I feel NVIDIA has, with the 3000 series, outperformed AMD quite a bit. So depending on the series of cards that you're looking at. Now, previous to the 3000 series, AMD was probably the clear winner in terms of the 5700 XTs and stuff. But after that, AMD kind of took over. So it probably depends when people started mining, what all they got, and so on. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the split would be, though. Oh, another thing, though, you know, if you guys weren't here yesterday, RabidMiner will be releasing a miner for Dynex in the next upcoming week or two. So I think that may have AMD support. I don't know. And hopefully maybe we can try and sneak a CPU in there as well. I highly doubt it, but maybe AMD support will come when RabidMiner drops it. When it comes to gaming, I use NVIDIA. Yeah, I'm NVIDIA as well when it comes to gaming stuff. But anyway, what was I going to look at now? We're going to look at Ergo. That's right. Ergo. What do you got to tell us, Ergo? Wow. Ergo just said, see you later, guys. I'm done. Okay, that's the 1 day. 7 day. Okay, it's, yeah, 1 month. Come on. Oh, there we go. That looks a little better. That looks 1 month. Wow, it was $1.21. You know, it looks pretty good in the 1 month, actually. $1.86 from $1.19. But let's go to the all here. So look at this. We're going to the all. See this spike right here? This is his all-time high. You see the date behind that? That's 2017. Ergo, all-time high, 2017. What was that price anyway? 2237. Here's Bitcoin's all-time high. 18, 9, 20, 21, 22. So like $4 less from its all-time high in the biggest bull run yet. Here's a prime example of a coin may not hit its previous all-time high. And Ergo was actually going into this with a lot of hype from the miners. Miners are talking about Ergo a lot moving into this bull run, and it did not help. It didn't even hit its all-time high. So, you know, maybe that's another wake-up call, guys. Miners aren't going to determine the price of a coin. It's the investors. So it's going to be interesting to see what prevails in the next bull run, because most of those coins have not seen it yet, other than Ergo and Raven coin came out when 2018 or something as well. So yeah, it's only seen one bull run. What do we got here? So if lots of NVIDIA miners move to Dynex, then us AMD miners can make a small gain in if hash rate falls on, say, Ergo. That's true. So yeah, if you're talking about hash rate migration because something else becomes more profitable and most of it's NVIDIA because AMD is not supported yet, then yeah, depending where those NVIDIA GPUs come from, then the difficulty would drop and then the AMD GPUs should pick up profitability. Now, just because AMD GPUs pick up profitability on a coin, then so does other NVIDIA GPUs as well. And depending how it all bounces around, a lot of those NVIDIA GPUs from a different coin could end up moving to the same coin you went to with your AMD. So it's a very interesting kind of a complex mix. Hash rate is constantly moving around everywhere, trying to make some profit, and it's a battle. It's a huge battle because there's just too much hardware in terms of GPUs on these networks. I feel GPU mining is probably, even in the next bull run 2025, it's going to be one of the least profitable ways to mine cryptocurrencies. I feel CPUs are going to be ahead of it. Obviously ASICs are going to be ahead of it. Hard drives, if they pump high enough, Chia pumps high enough, hard drives are going to be ahead of it still. Like if the merge happened at the peak of 2021, when there's so much profit to be had, the effects of Ethereum that people didn't realize is you would still be negative for most people's power prices in 2021. If the merge happened at the exact peak when every coin was at its all-time high, you would still be negative profits. We need a lot more hash rate to still quit mining if GPUs really want a shot at having profitability in the future. It's just the bottom line. That GPU mining is not looking good. All right. And obviously there's too many people believe in it that say it could never die. So no one's shutting off. So we're kind of stuck in the middle here. But yeah, there's a huge treasure. Like I said pretty much from day one, like when I started my channel, I don't care what I mine with. I mine with whatever's profitable, because I went through my whole theory on why I mine crypto. It's for daily sustainability and gaining that. So I go to where the profit is. If it's in a GPU, I'll mine with GPUs. If it's in an ASIC, I'll mine with ASIC. If it's a CPU, I'll get more CPUs. Like that's where my mentality is. I go to what coin is paying out people, not what I hope will end up paying people. That's just lost hopium in my opinion. So I just try to cover everything and I go to where the profits are, and I don't care what I mine with. All right, so what do we got? What do we have? What do you mean, what do we have? Jock McMiner, what do you mean? What do we have with what? Oh, do a poll. Okay, I see what you want. Okay, we'll do a poll here. See what we got in the live chat between AMD or NVIDIA GPUs. Now, do you mean, or it's probably a lot of people have mixed rigs, because remember there's a shortage going on in the last bull run, so everyone was trying to get what they want. So you want to poll for what is the majority of your GPUs, or do you just want what do you prefer for GPUs in terms of your farm? Then there's me mining Flux at a loss. See, Dan Rugg's horse coin. This is, I kind of went through this yesterday. Like I know, like, so let's get back to Dynex. Now I know Panda, he did a bunch of research there and mentioned, this coin may be good, it may not be good. Most likely there's a lot of things that are pointing to red flags. A lot of people are saying red flags. Now, I don't have anything against Dynex. I don't have anything against anything. But the point is, right now, Dynex is making you the most amount on your GPU. So mine it. Who cares if it's going to pull or anything? Take those coins, sell it, and move it to anything. 3060, for example, makes 0.21 flux per day right now. It's going to be half of that when the halving hits in a couple days here, which means your profitability will drop even more. 0.21 right now. That's negative returns in terms of profitability. Now, if you were to mine Dynex, you could then swap that into Flux and get 0.54 flux per day, doing that swap while mining a coin that uses less power. So you have less on your power bill, and then you're getting over 2.5 times more flux. Again, I come down to, I don't care what I mine. It comes down to profitability. If you think the other coin is going to pump a lot more, or it's more stable or whatever, just sell the coin and buy that coin with your mined profits. Just do it that way. That's what I'm doing. You saw right in the exchange. I'm swapping my Dynex over right now. I still don't know what I want to do it in. I could put it in Raptorium. I might put it in Bitcoin. I might just sell it and have it sitting there because it will cover some more of next month's power bill. So I don't know what I'm doing it, but I am selling my coin because it's profitable to mine. So I'm going to mine it. Dynex Compute W340 config. Where to get this? Dynex Compute W. Is that the config file that's within it? Let's go to here. Miners. What do we got here for miners? That's CPU. We don't want my CPU miners. GPU. Dynex solve. Oh, this right here. Okay, so this is the config file you're speaking of. So that actually appears all by itself once you start your miner. Once you adjust some settings. So you know what? Actually, I'll just delete it right now. Watch. I'll show you right now. Hopefully this doesn't wreck my stream when I do this. So delete. Gone. File's gone. Start. It's going to tell you right here. Oh, Dynex, see it needs to be loaded. Bam. It just made it. There it is. It appeared again. It wrote it. So when you start your miner, if it's not there, it creates it on its own. So that's how you get that file. It creates it. It writes it to you based on your adjustment difficulty that you set within your bat file. Yours didn't do it? Do you have the adjust? It might be the adjustment parameter. Did you have the adjustment parameter in your bat file? Let me just check this again. Programs. Where is it? Where's my miners? There we go. There we go. No, CPU again. Stop it. I'm not used to going into the GPU miners section anymore. Okay, so now edit, engage. So do you have, where is it? This adjustment parameter. Do you have this guy right here inside your bat file? You need the dash adjustment space, and then, you know, use any number. Some people use 1.223, I believe. I'm using 1.192, but I think this is what actually writes that file right there. Is that adjustment command. What do we got? Thank you, will do. Yeah, give it a shot. So anyway, back to this poll. We wanted to start a poll here. So let's just quickly find it. We've been here for a little while already. Add reaction, show your support, engage with your audience. Where's my poll button? Oh man, did I get rid of my poll button? Engage, start a Q&A, start a poll. All right, so most of your GPUs are NVIDIA, AMD. Ask. All right, there's a quick poll going out. People are wondering who has more of what, and this will determine, you know, Dynex hash rate, obviously. No one wants to. Oh, wait. Okay, we see some people vote now. Vote away, guys. Vote away, guys. We got 10 more seconds. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I'm just kidding. I'm not forcing you guys. I'll give you guys a couple minutes here, and then we can worry about. Hey, I just seen that I got some chat revenue. Did I miss a super chat anywhere? I apologize way in advance. I'm sorry. I didn't see anything pop up. Oh no, never mind. We got, yeah, Kasumi gave me that 10 euros. Never mind. All right, again, appreciate it for it. I totally forgot about the big yellow thing there. All right, thank you very much. I was like, what's happening here? What's going on? You want to swap my AMD cards over to NVIDIA. Yeah, that seems to be the going thing. NVIDIA, or not NVIDIA, I mean AMD seems to have been failing us lately. Now again, like their 6000 series has a lot of memory. So if SRBMiner is able to allow AMD GPU, I think we better look at that right now. Maybe they only support NVIDIA. Still broken. What the heck is going on with this? Anyway, let's just look at SRBMiner. Do I have anything here with SRBMiner? Right here. What is this? Pulsar. SRBMiner multi. SRB. Okay, so it's AMD and NVIDIA. So hopefully When they do release their miner for Dynex, we might be able to have AMD GPUs on there. And then AMD are going to be pretty good. Those 6000 series, like what they got, 16 gigabytes or something? I can't remember, 15, 16. But they have a lot of memory. So therefore, in theory, they should hash pretty darn good across that. AMD and invested on coins that makes money each week. That's the best way to go about it. Go with what makes you some cash. All right, so let's take a look at this poll. All right, so okay, I think we have a clear winner here. We have 52 votes, 95 people in chat. I'm just going to end the poll right now, and you guys can see here. I think it's a clear winner that most people have NVIDIA. So yeah, hash rate, if whole bunch of people move to Dynex currently, those are NVIDIA GPUs, and then something may drop in hash that may be better, that may be decent for an AMD GPU. Kind of adds you up, but NVIDIA definitely won that. I feel, you know, ever since the 3000 series dropped, 2021, it was mostly an NVIDIA game. You can hope that they don't support AMD GPUs. Well, who knows? Maybe they will, and maybe Dynex goes up in price. And then that means AMD and NVIDIA GPUs will come off networks. And then you can go back and find even more hash rate fall off a network and be better for you. It kind of works both ways. You're on Ryzen CPUs? Yes, Ryzen CPUs. That's the way to go. I feel privacy is a... like with everything going on, privacy is probably going to be a major player into seeing some of these coins really start to move up as well. XMR, Duro, they may see some nice price jumps because they are privacy oriented and they're mineable on CPUs, which gives more profit to the CPUs. I'm pretty stoked. Like, depending on how the prices come up and everything, I feel CPU mining is going to be making some decent money. Decent daily earnings moving into the next bull runs. Like, look at the last bull run, 2021. A 3090 was making like what, $14, $15 a day. There were times where a single 3900X Ryzen CPU was beating RTX 3090 at the peak of the Ethereum showdown of profitability. So obviously the hash rate picks up and they come down. Then you got to swap to other coins and do things and mess around. But the thing is, it was happening. They were competition versus the biggest, baddest GPU that was on the market for mining Ethereum. So, you know, leading into that, right now, GPUs are next to not profitable. CPUs are still profitable, and prices really only have one way to go from here, and that's up. So that means profitability should go up, unless people go out there and obviously build out massive CPU farms. It's the same situation, but you know, the way it's looking right now, it's looking like a bright future. And what do you got? AMD CPU with AMD GPU with AMD motherboard compute way more faster than my 3070. That's true too. You could, they got that thing that talks to each other. I can't remember what it's called. Is it SAM technology? Is that what it is? But you maybe get a boost. So that might be something interesting to try. I don't have a 6000 series GPU, so maybe pairing up the 7000 series GPU with like a 7950X may grant some decent performance boost, but again, I don't know. Smart access memory. It's computing. FPS is not king. It's computing power and the god level that is important. Yeah. Intel Arc 750 dropped to 249 MSRP. So in Canada, it's probably still $1,000. I don't know. Anyway, guys, so this was a lot of fun, though. We've been here for a little while, getting a little dry in the throat. So I am going to have to wrap this one up. So I thank everyone for showing up.
Welcome to the Hive Mind. I will see you all in the next one. Rabid out.